Want to know how to get the Extreme Leaf Collector badge that's just been added in Royal 2025? Make sure to click the hype button and let's get started. First, we're going to head over to the Falling Leaves Festival. Alright, so to get started, first you're going to see that there's a bunch of leaves here on the bridge, so make sure to not forget to come all the way back out here. But to get started, you're going to need to go in the map to the left and you'll see Falling Leaves Cleanup, which is 4 candy. So let's go ahead, and for every 4 leaves, you're also going to get 1 piece of candy. So you now have your blower. So most of them you are going to find on the ground here, like on the pathway, but let's quickly first go across to the bridge. And you might not be able to see all of them, so I definitely recommend just going through and making sure to thoroughly get the entire area. There's not going to be any inside of the barn, but let's make our way back out. So this is going to be the first spot that we check. I'm going to go in sections so I can try to make sure to get everything on the first time around. Make sure to check on top of items also, because sometimes they sneak some stuff there. Behind here, and I think we're gonna make our way this way over towards where we got our machine. So make sure to check everywhere, inside of bushes, all around the trees, and again on the pathway. Don't forget to go over where the Hypno Haze is, because there are a bunch over here. And also, while we're on this section, make sure to fly to the very top of the entrance barn and make sure to get all of the leaves that are on top of here also. Make sure to get in all of the creases as well, because sometimes there might be some that are stuck in the end. All right, so we're almost halfway completed. Again, just making sure to thoroughly check every area. You don't really want to worry about your speed on this. You want to worry about just making sure to hit every location. Make sure to also check in the bushes. Make sure to get every pathway. So I think what I'm going to do here next to the falling leaf sign, I'm going to focus first on the pathway. Getting all of the ones that we can see on the path. And then now I'm just going to focus on going on the left side in the grass. And now I'm going to travel on the other side up the path. There's a bunch here. Again, making sure to go in all of the bushes. And you want to wiggle around a lot because if your machine doesn't directly face the leaf, it's not going to pick it up. So just make sure that you're really wiggly when you walk. All right, now we've made it to the end of the pathway. I'm just gonna go back to where we started over by the fortune teller. So I'm just gonna, I don't think there's any around here, but I don't wanna miss any spaces. And in front of the roller coaster, there's gonna be a bunch here on this little stage area. And I've already gone down in by the trees, but I want to make sure to go up here by the grass. All right, now we've made our way next to the bakery. So we're going to head up the pathway and I'm going to kind of do the same thing where first I'm going to focus on getting all of the ones on the pathway that I can see. This is definitely a spot that you want to do in the daytime because there are a lot up here and there's a lot of hidden ones. We're going to go all around the top of the sandy part and it's a little bit uneven, so make sure to really wiggle around because there's a lot that are hidden up here. Kind of a lot that are hidden in the ground. So make sure to like go all in around the logs right here. And wiggle around. Now I'm going to start at the pathway and I'm just going to make my way through the grass. All right, now let's make our way down. I'm going to start on the left side, going through the grass. Again, making sure to be really wiggly because the ground is pretty uneven here. And again, making our way on the other side, going all around the tree. There's a bunch down here. All right, I think I got all of the ones up here by the campfire. Now let's make our way back down towards the bakery, getting all of the ones here on the road. There's going to be a ton in this section. So I'm going to get all the ones that we can see here on the pathway. We're going to come back to the grass area. And make sure to go in around everything. And again, around all of the trees back here. I'm just gonna go through all of the grass. Now, once it gets nighttime, turn it to in love because it's just gonna brighten it and it's gonna help you see some of these leaves a little bit better. You don't want to work in the dark for this because it's already super hard to find. So we're at 677 of 722. So now we're going to head over to the bakery. There's going to be a bunch on the front step, so make sure to get every area here. Make sure to look under all of the stairs. Oh, there's one over here in the corner. I'm just going to make sure to go through all of these. But we've got the front porch area. There's none on the inside, but there's a bunch outside where the chairs are. Make sure to look under the tables, under the chairs, on top of the tables. All right, so we're only missing 11. So we do need to go over on this section of the grass. And make sure to look on the tables as well. Around the trees. All right, so we still have about 10 more to get. Or I guess now we have 9. Okay, so when you're at the end and you kind of still need to find a few more, like we're at 713 of 722, go over and pull out. So the crystal ball, you're going to need to use this item here. And now that we have the crystal ball equipped, you're actually going to be able to go under the map and look around. So this is going to be how you can find if you've missed any of the leaves that are in the ground, which I'm pretty sure I got most of them that were in the ground and on the pathway. There might be a few that I've missed here though. All right, so it looks like we did get all of them that were on the ground. So now we're just gonna need to retrace our steps and see if we can find any areas that we might have missed. Oh my gosh, I have a bunch down here. 21. And we have our last one. Of course, the last one's going to be impossible to get. Let's see. Can we grab it? Oh my gosh, we just got the Extreme Leaf Collector Award. I found all 722, so make sure if there is any that you are missing, that you are just going back and retracing your steps. So they are in the general location, so make sure to check the road and then go along every grass location. There are a couple places that you might forget, which is on top of that roof. And as you guys see, make sure to check back a bunch. There's not going to be in any building, but they will be like on the deck here and outside on the wood path. Do not forget to go up to the campsite because there are going to be a bunch along the road, all through the grass and around that campsite. Let me know if you guys have been able to get your hands on the new badge. Make sure you are subscribed. Hype today's video, and I'll see you next time.